Charleston White, you look like a fucking crackhead.
So I just did a video the other day. I highly encourage you to go ahead and check it out, pertaining to the Carmelo Anthony situation. But more so, I was touching on the environment that it took place in, which was Frisco, Texas, and Texas as a whole. And sure enough, like a puzzle piece coming to fit itself right in place, Jeff Metcalf comes and goes on this 3-hour, expression. Now we can provide an excuse like children. The reason why, he was able to say all these things is he's a grieving father. He lost a son, and he's been oppressed all this time from being able to speak out. Now he can speak out, and that's why he's going on this, this savage, undisciplined, uncouth, racist rant, which, he'll regret real soon. So have some mercy on him. But what I want to do is walk us through this instead of, reacting with extreme emotion, being able to control our energy, because that's what this is really about for so-called Black Americans, as we constantly are being taunted, provoked. Okay? Awkward. So let's walk through this, or some of these highlights with that understanding that we're not going to be provoked. Let's walk through this. Stop being shocked, because this is what it is. So if you want to stop this and go watch the video I did before, then surely it's gonna make sense. What Jeff did here, because he's not like isolated. This is this is what it is. All right, we need to grow up. Some of the stuff he's saying is actually true for some. We can't say that it don't exist, period. I'm not saying everything, but it's coming from a different place, if you know what I mean. So let's check out some of these things. It's cool. Come on.
Baby mamas running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all. You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real.
So in all fairness, fam, he said many things, but I kind of just jumped into one of the clips, and this part right here, he's talking about EBT and welfare, and he got to be having a conversation or discussion with his own people, because everybody knows now that the stats say that there's more white people on welfare than anybody in the whole entire world. See this? It's giving main character energy. So as you can see, the stats right there, the lion portion of the welfare money is going to the whites at a staggering 61.1%. So he had his numbers wrong right there, with the blacks taking a mere 28.7%. So that's more than double in which the whites are taking. So that's a very interesting perspective, because not only did they take and colonize the land, but they're also coming back and taking a lion's share of the portion of the welfare money. So yeah, there it is, black and white. Okay, so this is great as we're all learning, and me personally, I didn't know it was so high. So before we get back to Mr. Metcalf, let's take a look at how not only did they colonize the land, as we can see, and they got, pretty much all the land, and those that didn't or missed out, I don't know what happened, but you got all the land, okay, and then we see that the leftovers given to the poor, we see that you are basically colonizing that, taking the lion's share portion of that. So let's see if that's it. Let's see if there's anything else, that can be done. Roll this clip.
A couple living in an almost $400,000 home is suspected of food stamp fraud.
Investigators believe they intentionally committed public assistance fraud to the tune of $115,000. Our Brett Lemoyne live outside Whitefish Bay Village Hall with new details tonight. Brett?
Well, guys, this is a couple that seemed to have it all, but apparently they wanted more in the form of government handouts. Tan stone, bright blue trim. It's a home that stands out near the corner of Santa Monica Boulevard and Bell Avenue in Whitefish Bay. Now it's a home neighbors talk about.
They got a nice house. I wouldn't think that they would have money problems.
And it has nothing to do with the decor. Detailed in a search warrant executed by Whitefish Bay police earlier this week is an alleged scheme to fleece the government out of nearly $115,000. Investigators say Todd Schaller and Mary Gallagher live here with their daughter. It's a home valued at roughly $300,000. $380,000.
I'm shocked. I didn't know anything was going on.
But according to court documents, Gallagher had reported she lived alone in this home in Shorewood. Records show the couple sold this place in 2009. Officials believe the fake address was done so the couple could hide income and collect government assistance. Since 2006, it breaks down to nearly $64,000 from the food share program and $51,000 from Medicaid. An anonymous letter tipped off investigators and even included copies of Gallagher's Quest card, applications for free school lunches, and this 2012 Milwaukee Journal Sentinel article that showed off their lavish home and, quote, blended household, clearly defining the couple as living together. The tipster says they have for 9 years. When police arrived to search the place this week,
There it is. You see how enough is never enough. And back to you, Jeff.
Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more in privileges, more entitlement?
Okay. Sorry to interrupt, but yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, I understand now. Like the light bulb came on now. If my perception was skewed and warped, like yours, thinking, not understanding actually that 61.1% of whites are actually on welfare, which actually means only 38% of y'all are not on welfare. That's crazy. But if I didn't understand that, I would probably be spewing the same thing and the same type of rhetoric, as you. But we know that that's not actually the case, You guys, you still have what you have. Nothing's, you took it, okay? And as we see, you took more, you took more. And then you tried to take more, and you're still upset. From there, we know there's something else that's going on there, but go ahead and continue, my friend. Jeff.
Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us, and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass.
Oh my God, if that's not a romanticized version of what happened or did not happen, But, if I guess I can't expect you to know too much because you messed up the stats prior, not understanding that. But how can I expect you to understand this? However, that's a deep topic, but, imagine this though. A truer version, okay? And then we're gonna, help you stick to yourself. But imagine coming on the shores actually when y'all got here, okay, on boats. Either way you got here on boats. That you actually met dark-skinned indigenous people, Aboriginal people, dark-skinned, look like just like these so-called blacks that you say come from Africa. That's who you actually met. If you were actually one of the original colonizers, like you sound like you are claiming to be, but if not, that means your ancestors did come on boats over here as immigrants from Europe. Yeah. So check this out, because you do know that y'all, those boats, right? But there were predominantly all over the Americas, North, Central, South America, Canada, okay, all the islands and so forth. The indigenous people were so-called black people. But I don't expect you to know that, and that's something I, encourage you to go do a deep dive on, because you look like, in between drinks, you may be a real scholar. But back to you, Jeff.
And now you want to talk shit? Oh, I'm being so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960. Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you. You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled.
Entitled? Can you use your imagination? Could you imagine Just try to use your imagination if it haven't been burned out. Now listen, think about this narrative I just gave you. That when the colonizers got over here, the black nobility and the so-called white European colonizers, so the black and the white colonizers, came. And they were met by who they expected. They already knew who was over here. So-called black Americans, so-called black people, okay? But through all the Americas, okay? With different variations, color schemes, hair textures, the whole nine, all through the Caribbean islands, all of that, okay? Nova Scotia, all of that, okay? And there was so much wealth that it just blew your minds. So much wealth, it just blew your minds. And we knew this because you were so lustful after the jewels. It was nothing to us. The gold, the silver, the jewels, the diamonds, the rubies, the pearls, everything that you sought after was in abundance over here. The precious fruits, the exotic birds and all this stuff. You just flipped your mind. That you tried to be greedy and take so much back to Europe that your ships were sinking. Right? And you came over here with this false doctrine like the Pope just exposed and said, hey, that was false, a doctrine. I'm not associating myself with it or the church. So we really had no justification in the eyes of God for coming over to take the lands from the Americans that were there, these copper-colored indigenous people. We have no justification in the eyes of God. So where'd you really get the power to do this from? The justification, the reason, the spirit to come and slaughter the people of the Americans. So then you get it through, it wasn't just physical, it was spiritual. Did y'all little conjuring? Yeah. Right? So you got what you got, but you still turn it around talking about we're greedy. Now, the narrative that we come from Africa, you come and saved us on the ships, and we were on the ships and we just loved the water, and then you brought us over here and was like, hey, we paid for you over there, guys, so over here, you got to work your debt off over here. All right. And then, later on, you didn't like the slavery that you put us in. And so you went to war and fought, your own kind to get us out of slavery. Really? Never. That's not even in your true history. No, we still here. We was here when you got here. We still here. And you trying to say we come from somewhere else like Africa, which, perhaps maybe a small portion did come. I don't know, because I ain't seen no real solid connecting proof. I hear these, and y'all can make up anything, but we was already over here and we're proving it. We prove it through our actions. We prove it how everybody on this planet wants to be here where we are, because we are the source, the generator. Okay? But, excuse me, I didn't mean to go on a rant. Go ahead and continue with what you have to spew out, my buddy. Go ahead.
You know what DEI stands for? Yeah. Means I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or race or gender. Whose broad-ass idea was that?
Yeah, whose idea was it? Because so-called black Americans surely didn't benefit from it. I mean, allegedly the Black Caucus steered all that money and redirected it into, these other immigrants, from Africa and other places, like you say that you purchased us from. Yeah. So, I don't know. I agree with you. DEI, matter of fact, didn't Trump do away with that? So why you still complaining about something that was taken away? So once again, y'all got everything. you know, and according to the 61.1% percentage of the welfare, y'all got the large lion's share portion of that. And then we see that, you know, as many of y'all don't, you know, trying to commit welfare fraud, or you are, and so, you know, you trying to take that route, and now you still complaining, and you complaining about what was given to the people, and then y'all took it back, and you still complaining. I think you just like complaining. Are you?
You don't even know who your daddy is, because 78% of you don't have your father in the home anymore.
Oh, now that's a low blow right there, Jeff. Why you punching up like that? Huh? Now, you know, come on, just cause y'all winning, you gonna punch up? Huh? I mean, y'all winning, y'all came in, colonized, and took the land. Y'all got it. Okay? However you did it, manipulation, you know, take that up with the Pope, who said y'all wasn't even justified, but y'all got it. Alright, then you came back and gave out welfare, some crumbs to, you know, the people, and we find out 61% of y'all, 61.1% of y'all taking that. Come on now, y'all winning in every category. Then the welfare fraud game is off the chain. I mean, you know, y'all got us. All right, now you so you said 78%. That's a little high. That's a little high, but you know what I'm saying. But I heard that from your scholars that 80% of you Caucasians are potentially cloned.
You may have heard it recently, that 80% of the Caucasian people that you see, that I see, that we see, potentially are clones, NPCs. And the author of this book is going to join me tonight as we discuss this in a bit of detail, because a lot of people on social media right now have been discussing clones, Tartaria, NPCs, what it means, and I've got the author and one of the world-leading experts on this speaking with me right now. So thank you everyone for being here.
So yeah, we can cover that, and of course people are really interested in cloning now, and why that happened, and I urge anyone who's interested in seeing this in plain sight to jump onto YouTube and look for Alice Guy, and check out two of the first movies. One's called The Cabbage Fairy, and the other one is Midwife to the Upper Classes, and they'll see straight away the symbology, the hidden messaging within this, the programming, if you like, of white babies being grown, literally grown and sold, which happened through the World's Fair. So anyone who's interested in, you know, why people like Benjamin Franklin were going on about we need to repopulate the world with white people, then they can see the beginning of that narrative playing out in the first narrated movies to ever be produced. Whitewashing, I call it.
Yeah. And so this is
I'll tell you right now, Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing.
Hey, we was talking about what did Charleston do?
The white family that their black boy killed, Aiden donated to the white family. I did too. Till I found out the truth. Why though? Cause I thought the nigga killed the white boy. I thought the nigga took a knife to school, but he didn't.
And is this when I saw you spoke to the family?
Mm-hmm. This gonna be the biggest racist trial ever. And you gonna see why I'm saying what I'm saying. The courts and everything were trying to get that boy killed. I bought the family Jeep, the truck. The courts and everybody. It's a lot of them, they after me. Listen, there's a reason why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Charleston White, you look like a fucking crackhead. Even though you got money, you're the only smart person around. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, see, you see right there, that's where this whole thing takes a big turn. You know, I mean, I can tell you straight up that me, personally, I'm offended, you know, and I know it's a whole lot of other so-called black people out there that's offended. Black Americans, you know, because, let me tell you something, Charleston White is not the only smartest person around. There's a lot of smartest people around. tell you straight up. For real, Jeff, if you would have let that nigga come out your mouth, you would have opened up the 7th seal of Revelation up in this booth. Walking around like the Book of Eli up in your mouth.
You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about Watermelon Felon? How's that one strike you?
And see? That's what I'm talking about. Just because y'all winning, you want to go there. It's just like my great-grandfather told me. These white people, they have no jokes. If this video opened your eyes, don't stop here. Download my Vitality Survival System Quick Start Guide today. Build your body, protect your mind, execute every day. Hit the link in my bio and get started now.